Hey, what is going on, Libras? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Pulp Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Libras? What message do we have for Libras, universe? What can you show me for Libras? Oh, this is different. First thing I see is I feel you forming a new connection. Now, this may be someone you just met or someone you're going to meet very quickly. I see this person. I mean, I see communication. I see open communication, which the reason why I find it different with this person coming towards you. I mean, we have the King of Swords. This is someone that's very intelligent, but them communicating with you is a big thing. And this is why I say that. I feel like this is the type of person that is social, but very quiet. They only talk when they need to talk. And it's kind of a conundrum. They're very social, but very quiet. You don't see that combination very often. Like, I feel like when this person talks, there's this commanding presence. It's like, that one friend that you may have had, went to school with, whatever, in your life, or even a family member that doesn't say much, but when they say something, people listen because they don't say much. I know you're seeing my straw in my iced coffee. I just caught that as the corner of my eye. Like, they don't say much, but when they say something, they're very direct about it. Like, there's no hidden agendas. There's no bullshit. I mean, with this person, they have their shit together. They have their shit together. They're just quiet. It's kind of like that self-imposed prison. But I feel like they kind of grown accustomed to that. I just feel like they're more of a listener. This person is going to be a very good listener. And when asked, they'll answer a question. And when they have something to say, they'll say something. But 9 times out of 10, this person is very quiet. But that's not stopping this from moving forward, because like I said, I do see them opening up to you. And that's very synonymous with someone that is quiet. They find someone they feel comfortable with. They find someone that they just talk to, and that person, generally speaking, is someone that's very important to them. They see the potential here. This is someone that, like I said, they feel this trust toward you where they can be open. And not that they're going to be a big chatterbox even with you, I just feel like they're going to talk to you a lot more than they talk to other people. So I feel like you're going to be the one doing most of the talking. But like I said, they're very good at listening. And right then and there, I mean, I feel like we see a lot of potential. It's very genuine energy from this person, very nurturing, very caring. I mean, this person thinks about you and only you. Not a lot of drama, which I feel like for Libras is a great quality. But like I said, even though they don't talk much, they have a lot to say to you. And this is a big change for this person. Like I said, I feel like there's nobody they really open up to like they're going to open up to you. I mean, they just feel this trust with you. And it comes on very quickly, but they trust in it. That's why this person is going to nurture this. They're going to show up for it. They're going to put in the work. I mean, they have everything they want, except for someone to share their life with. Like I said, I mean, I feel like this person's very intelligent. I mean, they're very resourceful. I feel like they're doing very well in their career. But they don't really have anybody that they felt comfortable enough to share that with until they met you. And now that's exactly what I see this person doing. Like, I mean, I feel like this is someone very easy to get on the same page with. This is someone that wants to make you happy. This is someone that... And another thing that really caught me is this. We have the Knight of Wands. I mean, I feel like they're not much of a flirter, but with you, they're trying real hard to be. But with this person, they're very different. I feel like their flirtatious energy is more subtle. So it's almost like you got to kind of read between the lines when they're trying to flirt. They're not doing a very good job of it. But here's where I think that's something that a lot of people don't think about, maybe, or maybe you do. Write in the comments if this even makes sense. Someone that's not good at flirting and is trying to flirt with you, that should be taken as a huge compliment. And also, it should be taken as a very good sign. Because those people that are very smooth and very good at flirting, sometimes that can be taken as a red flag. I mean, that's just my point of view. I feel like if somebody's very, very witty, very good at, being flirty, most of the guys I know that are good at flirting are guys you probably don't want as boyfriend material. I mean, I have one friend that he flirts even when he doesn't want nothing to do with you. It comes out that way. And I know his girlfriend gets so jealous. And I really don't think he means anything by it, because I've been around that guy when his girlfriend wasn't around, and he's not the kind of guy that's trying to pick up ladies. He's very loyal to his girlfriend, but the way he comes across, you would think differently. But anyway, back to the reading. Like I said, with this person, when they open their mouth to talk, they're not going to waste their breath with bullshit. I mean, when this person talks to you, they're very honest. They're very direct. Like I said, they know what they want, and they'll tell you about it. I mean, this person wants to know your hopes and dreams. This person wants to get to know you because they see you as someone... Initially, like I said, they felt a trust with you. And that's something that's not normal for this person. And they're just following that. They're seeing where this rabbit hole goes, how deep it really goes. And like I said, the more they're around you, the more they just feel fulfilled. I mean, they start fantasizing about a future with you. So, I mean, I feel like I said with the Star card, nurturing this, I mean, this person wants something real from this. They fantasize about the future with that Page of Cups. And I mean, very quickly, I see this as new love, a love connection. And even though we have, I feel like a very strong physical connection. So, I mean, like I said, with you, the more they get comfortable with you, the more they open up to you. I don't see them being completely open up with everybody else, because I feel like it's one of those things where they have their person and they see that person as you. I mean, they're part of the scene, but then this commanding presence that this person has, but yeah, I keep saying that, like, when you're in a group or you're out somewhere and this person decides to open their mouth, people listen, because it doesn't happen very often. And like I said, I mean, it's kind of a conundrum, because I mean, you have very social, and I feel like this person has friends, and I feel like they're very social and they like to get out, but they're just not that person who likes the center of attention. They're quite happy being in the background. But like I said, I feel like this is someone that is on the same page. This is someone that wants something real. And they don't trust easy. They don't feel that trust easy. But with you, it just feels natural. And they're drawn in by it. And I mean, that's what keeps them, showing up, putting in the work. They feel different when they're around you. They feel, they feel like they're in their safe place. And they offer that to you as well. I mean, there's a safe place when they're with this person. I mean, like I said, drama free, no bullshit, no hidden agendas. I mean, they just want to spend time with you, get to know you. And I feel like that's just their way of learning how to fill up your cups. That's another sign that you should really look for in a partner, is when they listen to what you have to say for the purpose of being able to give you what you need. A lot of people, I've had a lot of friends saying, my girlfriend, I don't know what she wants. She's probably told you. You just weren't listening. You're not going to have that problem with this person. They're listening. Like I said, very different though. Usually people that are quiet usually kind of are more introverted. But this person doesn't mind being a social butterfly. They just, like I said, I feel like they make friends easily. Because I feel like they just have this great energy about them. They're very, easy to approach. Yeah, I like it. With this person, like I said, we have a good mixture. We have some fire. We have some, we have some Sagittarius. We have some Leo as well. We have Aquarius, some Libra, Taurus, and Virgo. I don't know, maybe you're going to meet my friend. I have a friend that's very similar to this. Like, his name's Rob. And anytime we're hanging out, he's always there. He's always at parties. He's always, like, even growing up, he was always, that big group of friends, like in high school, and you all go, I remember we used to go to this up in the woods up from our high school, and it was like the smoking area where all the kids that smoked would go up there and smoke. And but everybody kind of hung out there, even if he didn't smoke. It was just kind of like where the action was. And I remember this Rob guy, he was everywhere. He was at parties, he was up in the smoking section, and he didn't talk much. But I remember when he did talk, people would listen because of the fact that he didn't say much. So if he had something to say, usually it was pretty interesting, or usually it had a lot of merit. And I just remember I hadn't seen him for years. A few years ago, I ran into him and his wife was a girl that I knew from school. And so we ran into each other, and I said, hey, and he's still really quiet. But his kid goes to school with my youngest son. So anyway, I was waiting at school a couple days later, and I had seen her, and she came over to talk to me because I was waiting for my son to come to school. And she came over and talked to me, and we were talking for a minute. And I mentioned to her, I said, let me ask you a question, because I didn't really know anybody that he dated. Like, he wasn't really a dating kind of guy. Like, I didn't see him have girlfriends through high school and stuff. I'm like, can I ask you a question? She's like, sure. I'm like, does he talk to you? And she laughed, and she's like, yeah, he talks to me all the time. And she's like, why? I'm like, I knew that guy all through school, and I think maybe I could write down on one piece of paper everything he's ever said in front of me. And I just said, I was just wondering, with you, is he like super quiet at home too? And she's like, he's not a talkative guy, but if you get him talking about something that he really enjoys, he'll talk your ear off. But she said, no, he is really quiet. And he doesn't really talk around people. Like she said, when I'm out, like at, dinner at my parents and stuff, he's more of just kind of sits back and watches what's going on. But it was always funny because he was always there, but he was really quiet. There's always those people that are always they're always at social things, and they're very loud and very center of attention type people. So I guess it only makes sense that there's the opposite. But he's like 6'4", so you always noticed him. Like, in high school, I'm not a short guy, but he's 6'4", and he's really skinny and really tall, and he just stands out. And he was the first guy I ever saw that had a mustache in high school. Like, I remember it was like grade 10, and this guy had a full mustache. But I even played football. He was on the football team with me, and I remember him playing. And even then, I don't remember, some of the guys like to joke around and stuff. He just never really said anything. I don't know why I keep talking about the guy, but it kind of reminds me. So I'm wondering if maybe some of you are meeting Rob. No, I'm just joking. He's got a girlfriend, I think. Anyway, a couple days ago he did. But yeah, it is. Some people are just different. My grandfather was the same way, but I knew him. At home, my grandfather was very chatty. He'd always be singing. He'd always be telling jokes. But out in the world, very quiet. Didn't have much to say. Like, he was a longshore fisherman, and I remember a lot of people did. Some people even thought he was a mute because but he's different. Like, when I said that Rob had probably a page of stuff that he said all through school. Like, I'm talking about, I went to school with this guy from kindergarten, grade 12. And I get maybe 20 lines of words he said that I can remember. And obviously I'm not going to remember everything he said, but maybe an exaggeration. But with my grandfather, it's not an exaggeration. There's people out there, I went a whole day fishing with him, and he never said one word. Not one. Does a lot of hand signals, like. But that's not me, though. I was always kind of a chatty one. I was quiet around new people, but once I get to know you, I'd open up. With new people, I'm quiet because I want to get a feel for everybody. And I feel like the quieter you are, the more you get to know someone else. But Not all of us were meant to be talkers. Some of us were made to be listeners. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.